Hello, hello, and welcome. We're playing another long, rapid game today. I have a long game tomorrow, so it'll be several hours of chess. So I'm trying to get myself into a more meditative mindset rather than the typical blitz freak mode. And the key is to just make one move at a time, do all the due diligence before each move. Uh, Otherwise, you can end up with a very, very sloppy, clumsy mistake early on in the game, and then it's just a shit show right after that. Uh, Now I have a kind of a big question actually. Do I get the bishop out already? Do I want to fianchetto this bishop or keep it more central? I'm leaning towards fianchetto at this point. Mainly because he's already committed to a certain square, so it's already kind of blunting that bishop. And yeah, this knight seems destined to come here, so I'm not that eager to play the bishop there. I'll just spend the moves which are anyway going to happen and defer this decision till later. Do also have to think about where my pawn break is going to come from. Seems more likely that he's going to be able to play the pawn break first. So I have to consider a move like a5. Knight bd7 already. He could also just come here right away. So maybe this is better to just sorry about that, but sometimes you forget that you're at home. I mean, on television. We're live to the whole world. I don't really care anyway. Just doing some work on the side here, like some, hey, good job kind of bullshit. Working in corporate life is a lot about just saying good job from time to time. Okay, critical moment now. What do we do? This queen feels like she has come out a little bit awkwardly. But it is a centralized queen, and it can support a bishop here as well, which is a key plan, perhaps. I have to think, do I want to release this kind of a move already? It's a pawn break. Now, if he just dead bats it, then we have, what do we have then? Yeah, I think it's okay. I should have knight here. If he captures here, then I just capture back with the knight again, or the queen. We're not looking to get a big edge just yet. The game is pretty much even, so we're just trying to maintain equality. We are black, It is just the opening. He hasn't done anything stupid. So just want to maintain the equilibrium. Hmm. Think we have to take it. So he has control of this open file. But we might have a pretty decent knight outpost here, potentially. Depends how he captures. We also have knight here, which is incredibly promising. I think I can't resist it. I cannot resist that kind of a move. Maybe I should have spent a few seconds more thinking about this, especially when you have a juicy opportunity right there, but it seemed almost like impossible to not be the right move. It's sort of like a zinger, which really wrecks him apart. Not only are we getting the bishop pair, but we might have a knight tactical right after. So it's amazing how all of a sudden a motif just emerged. And what can we learn from this? We can learn that the knight capture was suboptimal, and he probably sensed it. He probably knew it didn't look or feel right, and his intuition would have been correct, because pawn here is the more natural looking move. Yes, you end up with an isolated queen's pawn, but you have more control of the center. This knight is tamed by the pawn in the middle. But when he captures it with the knight, then this knight suddenly becomes a beast. And although we were originally thinking about dropping him here, a new possibility emerged. And that possibility has just changed the entire game. We might have a quick one here. Let's try to make it quick after this. Of course, he will look for something. And that is something. That definitely is something. So he's made it double-edged. We have to spend some time just calculating. Okay, a few different options. There's queen capture here, there's knight capture there, and there's pawn capture here. Let's just go through them one by one. Pawn capture here is the most like immediate. It results in queen captures, attacking the soft rook and the knight. So we follow it up with knight capture, maybe. I guess a little bit messy. We do even have no capture, queen capture, knight capture, and knight is pretty safe after. So that's definitely looks okay. Queen captures is like very safe for the queen, but probably allows his queen to stay on the board. He'll deliver knight check, followed by, I don't know, queen here maybe. So there's more tension in the position, but it's well under control. And the last option was knight capture here. That forces knight capture back. And then comes the magic move, right? Which is knight back here. Because we're pinning on this knight being trapped. We're counting on him being trapped. So now honestly that feels pretty damn good to me. I'm just gonna go with the simple approach. Take the queens off when you're ahead and I'll just take it from there. So now we're attacking two pieces at the same time, and he can't defend and attack at the same time. I think that was the most clinical approach, but I could be wrong. There were many decent options. Let's have a look at JTB2855's profile while we wait for the next move. He's played quite a few rapid games and he's a solid 2200 level player, so very strong player. He doesn't play any other format but this one. So he's a rapid specialist. And that's good. I recommend that for everyone who plays. Don't waste your time with the blitz and the bullet especially. Bullet is a sheer waste of time. I've wasted years of my life playing bullet, and what has it made me? It has made me an exceptional time player. But that's ultimately just nothing, isn't it? So so here we are in a position where comfortably ahead, but the game's not over. We have the extra knight, but we don't have a pawn. Always important to take stock of the situation after after a lot of trades. important to not get carried away and just try to trade everything. Take some material. I don't know. I played kind of quickly there. Sorry. Maybe I should have just captured it right away. Doing two things at the same time. Not a good idea. But let's force the trade of a rook anyway. Okay, back to work now. I just had to deal with some messages with my colleague giving feedback and such. I'm sorry if this has been a boring video for you all. It probably must be. But some of you have been requesting to see the long format game. I don't know, I just think it's not so entertaining if the result is a foregone conclusion, pretty early stage, and then you're wasting your time just hanging around. That's maybe one of the few reasons I hardly play Rapid. It's sometimes you're just hanging around forever and ever when the game's already gone. But kudos to him for fighting on. A fighter's spirit is a spirit one can respect. Yeah, I am getting a little bit frustrated, so that might be reflecting in my moves now. I think he had a better shot here, right? Whatever. Game's over and we all know it, so let's just stop pretending. We shouldn't have given him the satisfaction of managing to get back, but are we risking that it ends up being a draw in this setup? Not in a serious way, right? Yeah, but we shouldn't just give it up like that. Let's be clinical. Let's be clinical about it. We need to find a way to maneuver the knight to a better square without losing the pawn. I think what we will do is bishop here and then something else after. Could even push this up. Always jam the pawn all the way ahead. Uh, Cover the back rank. And now just do the snake move. I guess it was a useful try, a desperado back rank mate, but mostly this game has been a waste of time, I must admit. A waste of your time. What are you doing, sir? What are you wasting everyone's time for? You're a 2200 level player. You know when the game is over. Why are you crying? It's just a fucking game, man. Move on and get on with the next one. What is this shit? What is this shit? Don't chess make chess great again by getting rid of these sourpuss losers. Sourpuss losers! I'm very fed up with this bullshit. Don't waste my time. You're wasting everyone's time. I should write to him. Come on, dude. That's, yeah. Why is he so sour? I don't understand. Let's have a look at the game. Just a normal opening. We broke the center and he blundered. And we were clinical after that. So what is there to cry about? Okay, let's see what kind of report are we going to deliver on this fellow. Sexual harassment? Stalling. Yeah. Yeah, he's been reported for stalling. Why do we give tasks to people if they're just gonna not do anything for like 3 days and then ultimately make a bullshit chart and act like that's what they did? Anyway, let's review our spectacular win against this noob. 90% versus 85. Yeah, that was fine. Fine game. Pretty good opening. A5, not optimal. This pawn, okay, that was an interesting. What? What is this move? Playable. Interesting. And then bishop here. Hmm. I don't know. And now he made the huge blunder. Should have taken it with the pawn or played the intermezzo instead. No, maybe it was super complicated. Anyway, knight c5, winning the game. This is not the optimal move. The best move was to just simply capture back. I thought about it, definitely thought about it, but it becomes a bit more double-edged if he comes in here and we take there and takes here. I mean, I know it's all comfortable, but whenever you can take the queen off the board, it's pretty much like game over. So yeah, apparently a perfect finish. All right, thank you.